Guangdong, China. Relentless rains have left vast swathes of the province underwater. Streets that once carried morning traffic now resemble canals, with buses, cars, and bicycles abandoned mid-journey. The flooding has spared few communities, from small villages to dense urban districts. In Huaiji County, swollen rivers broke past their banks, sending torrents through neighborhoods and shopping streets. Apartment blocks sat like islands in a brown sea, their lower levels entirely consumed. Power failures cut communication, leaving families to cope in near total isolation. Roads across Zhaoqing and Qingyuan were buried in mud and silt. Heavy machinery was dispatched to carve paths back into the towns, while chainsaws cleared fallen trees from major intersections. Utility crews worked shoulder to shoulder with villagers, dragging ruined appliances and furniture into piles for disposal. Inside homes, the damage was unrelenting. Water lines streaked across walls a meter high, leaving plaster buckled and flooring warped. Kitchens were stripped of working stoves and refrigerators, bedrooms of mattresses and wardrobes. Residents, armed with buckets and mops, faced the long task of making the spaces livable again. The flooding spread into agricultural zones, striking at the region's food supply. Rice paddies lay underwater far longer than they could endure, while vegetable farms saw their soil washed away. Irrigation canals collapsed under the weight of the runoff, interrupting water delivery for the next planting cycle. In Guangzhou, rainfall levels shattered expectations, reaching nearly triple the seasonal average. Drainage systems were overwhelmed within hours, pushing water into subway entrances and clogging underpasses with debris. City workers labored to pump out stagnant pools and restore the critical bus corridors that bind the metropolis together. The transportation network bore the brunt of the disaster. Bridges weakened under the constant surge of river water, while highways fractured where landslides spilled onto the pavement. Rural routes vanished under mudflows, cutting mountain communities off from supply trucks and medical aid. Factories and small businesses shuttered, unable to operate in buildings without electricity or safe storage for goods. Warehouses filled with waterlogged inventory, while workshops saw machinery corroded beyond repair. For a manufacturing hub like Guangdong, the economic ripples were immediate and severe. Relief operations escalated as officials declared the situation at the highest response level. Rescue teams brought in pumps, trucks, and excavators to clear mud and restore basic functions. Emergency funds were released to rebuild bridges, patch roads, and stabilize markets disrupted by the sudden halt in production. More than 1 billion yuan was allocated to Guangdong and surrounding provinces. The funds targeted infrastructure repair, agricultural recovery, and food supply stabilization. Markets that once teemed with fresh produce now relied on outside shipments, underscoring the importance of rebuilding farming systems quickly. Faceted. Engineers assessed damage along the Pearl River Basin, reinforcing embankments and examining weakened dams. Their inspections determined where to fortify with sandbags, where to dredge silt, and where to rebuild entirely. Authorities promised longer-term investment in drainage and flood control systems to prevent a repeat of such devastation. For the people of Guangdong, the flood stands as one of the most punishing in memory. From overwhelmed cities to battered farmlands, the destruction has left scars on daily life and the economy alike. The path to full recovery remains long, but cleanup and rebuilding are already underway. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. Note, some footage in this video may be used for illustration and may not show the exact event described. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.